high angle means if that's your mineralization, you're drilling at 90 degrees to it. So your drilling is actually recording the true thickness of the mineralization. Whereas if you're drilling at a narrow angle to the drilling like that, what you see in the drill core is actually elongated and exaggerated. So we're looking at the true thickness of the mineralization in those drill holes.
All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Ralph Rushton, the CEO of Aftermath Silver. And Ralph, good to see you again. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Steve, yourself?
Good, doing well, doing well. So you've got some results out from your Berenguela silver copper project in Peru. And we'll talk about those in just a second. But you were actually increased the number of holes that you were doing in this particular drill program. So tell me a little bit about why that was and what you were seeing.
We had the opportunity to expand the program. I mean, we had some additional cash came into the company via warrant exercising. That enabled us to follow up on some of the good results we'd had from this current program. So we could see that the mineralization was still open towards the east. So we wanted to put a few more holes over there, and that we also were able to do some additional infill drilling and some geological investigation of some faulted zones. So we took the opportunity while the drill rig was on site and while the funding was available.
Yeah, so you're announcing 12 additional drill holes, really positive numbers so far. What are you really excited about in these particular numbers?
That we're seeing elevated copper over towards the east of the mineralization. That's something we suspected. That mineralization seems to be open. So we would like to, at some point, get back in there and do some additional drilling towards the east and investigate that a bit further. Obviously, you know, copper is a mineral of interest. It's something that's going to be in short supply in the coming decades. So if we can expand that part of the system, then that should be positive.
Ralph, I noted in the news release you talked about the drilling angle that you were looking at, and it's pretty significant when you talk about project as a whole. So can you kind of explain to us what this high angle is meaning?
Yeah, so if a high angle means if that's your mineralization, you're drilling at 90 degrees to it. So your drilling is actually recording the true thickness of the mineralization. Whereas if you're drilling at a narrow angle to the drilling like that, what you see in the drill core is actually elongated and exaggerated. So we're looking at the true thickness of the mineralization in those drill holes, which makes it much easier to sort of estimate the tons and grade.
Yeah, and lastly, it looks like there's just so much more room for expansion on this particular project. Give us an idea about that part of it and really what the next steps are.
Well, on the main project itself, as I say, it's open towards the east. We need to put some drill roads in over there because it's fairly steep topography. Somewhere on the project land holding would be the source of the mineralization, which we don't know what that is yet, but that's a target that we would like to investigate. And then towards the southwest of the project, we have another area down there that's enriched in copper that we haven't yet drilled because we don't have permits for it. We're currently permitting that. We hope to drill that towards the end of the year. So that's additional upside for shareholders on the Berenguela project.
When you put sort of these type of numbers out and the sort of the success you're seeing in this drill program, you get a lot more eyes in the company. Are you feeling that as well, Ralph?
Yeah, absolutely. We have excellent trading volumes, and we've seen that both here and on the OTCQX down in the States. I mean, we've been trading on average probably close to 2 million shares a day. So we're a very, very liquid stock. And I think that reflects interest in silver. It also reflects interest in copper and the precious metal sector as a whole. So we're seeing a lot of trading going on, which is good for shareholders, and the liquidity is always good if you want to buy or sell a position.
Exciting time still ahead, Ralph. Thanks for the update. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, Steve. Bye-bye.
All right, Ralph Rushton, the CEO of Aftermath Silver.